Folks, we're here at the shipping hub at Wilderness Calls. Here we're Double D Gravity Deer Feeders. We're here with Joy and Mark. What's the last name, Mark?
Elliott.
Joy and Mark Elliott today. They come get them another one of them big buck feeders. Now, they had actually, I think, when did y'all get the first?
2015.
2015. Woo, that's 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Are you still using it?
I wasn't gray-headed then.
You weren't gray-headed, but you're still using the feeders. But
Yeah, that's right, I am.
Is the feeder gray-headed? The feeder's not
Still
gray-headed.
there just like it was.
Now, you was telling me when you got it, and I'm gonna bring up some stuff we had talked about earlier, that you had another couple of other feeders that probably cheaper than mine, I'm sure. You had, and you compared two feeders. Now, I don't care what the name of the feeder was. Why did you not like it and you like mine better?
Well, because of the coon situation at my place. We had coons eating our feed up faster than we could keep it out there.
Now, I'm gonna stop you a minute here. We're gonna make sure we got this straight. They were eating your feed up. Were they eating it up out of mine or eating it up out of the other one?
Out of the opponent.
Okay, and now how was they designed? How they put the feed out? Was it a cone, a trough, a spinner?
It was a square container and had four feeders off of it, just gravity fed.
Like spouts.
Spouts.
Okay.
Spouts off.
Well, you had them two there because we're gonna use you as one to compare an example. In your opinion, which one had the best performance as far as feeding deer and lasted longer with feed in it than the other one?
Well, your container holds more feed and lasted longer than the other two because the other two, the coons was just wearing it out at all times.
You weren't getting coons in mine. You're getting deer in them.
Deer was eating out of them.
Now, you was telling me earlier you actually did have a coon in there, so I want you to explain why you had him in there and what you did to stop him.
Well, we had a little bit of a water situation, and it created our feeder to slope to the front more than it should. It wasn't as level as it needed to be, and I took some 2x6s and leveled it back up. Never had another problem. Never got another coon.
So you did what I told people all the time. In fact, on that little paper I gave you, that box, maintain and check your feeder.
Exactly.
It's a piece of equipment, folks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. A lot of people say, "Well, it's just a deer feeder." It ain't just a deer feeder. This thing's a piece of equipment. Y'all had it 8 years. Have you had to replace any parts on it?
Nope.
None.
We pressure washed it this spring, and it looks brand new.
Brand new, 8 years old. Let me see. Is there anything?
I can tell you, if it's a wet area and you put that in, you're gonna have so many deer around there, it's gonna beat the ground down.
Oh, they're gonna beat the ground.
That's why you have to every season you have to get in there and adjust it a little bit because they waller it out.
So what I usually do on that is we have clay here, so we do get the hole beat in front of it. But I just take the old tractor over there and hook me up some dirt and stump it in there. Yeah. I've had people out there in the West and you put skids on them for what? Well, let me ask you this. Now, when you have it adjusted properly, do you have any, like when the deer come up there to eat, are they eating the waste on the ground, or is all the feed still in the feed?
No, it's still in the feed.
They don't.
Except, I think they pull some out intentionally for the younger deer.
Sometimes.
That can't reach.
We got them on camera doing that.
And I think sometimes it drops out of their mouth like a cow eating something.
But as far as it sliding out, it don't come out of that feeder unless they pull it out of that.
So you don't have a big stinking mess in front of the feeder.
No.
Well, I don't know much else we can say other than, I'm sure happy to see you folks and glad y'all come by and hung out with me for a little while here.
I tell you what, we liked it so well we drove 3.5 hours.
That's what I forgot. Why would you drive that far and pay me $1,000 for a feeder?
I know what I'm getting.
You know what you're getting.
That's right.
Well, I'm going to tell you, when I first started building the feeders, my grandpa, God bless his soul, he always told me, young man, when you go to sell something, well, you sell them something quality. And that's what we've tried to do here. Everything, this metal, all American-made metal. Now, the bolts and nuts probably come from somewhere, China or somewhere, but we buy them in huge bulk, so we don't have to drive the cost of the feeder up. But everything's produced here. The parts are produced in Orlando now. I used to do it, but now they're produced in Orlando. Big fancy shop, got computers and stuff, and then all the thing fits together almost like a jigsaw puzzle. It's a quality product, and I have people now. I just did an interview with a guy up in Carolinas here a while back. He run over one of his with a tractor. I said, "Why you throw that stuff away?" I ain't getting rid of my feeder. Oh, I know what I was going to ask you. You told me earlier that you sold the land that you had the two inferior feeders and my feeder row.
Right.
Did you leave my feeder on that land?
No, the feeder came with me. The other two feeders, the man got the paper left.
You discount the land for
I guess he's a happy man. I don't know.
You don't know. Well, I sure have enjoyed our conversation and y'all coming out here. I hope this one does as good or better than the other one you have. I mean, we've done a lot of improvements on it.
Sure it will.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.